इस सोमवार को आप सबको हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। कैसे हैं आप लोग? कहाँ कहाँ से हैं बताएं। दीवाना हूँ मैं, सावन आया बादल छाए, रिमझिम बरसे फूल खिले, आने वाले सब आए हैं, आने वाले सब आए हैं, लेकिन तुम कब आओगे, लेकिन तुम कब आओगे। लाइक कर दीजिए। और कहाँ से हैं आप बताइए। दिल्ली में तो बादल छा रखे हैं, बारिश होने की संभावना है। आपके यहाँ का मौसम कैसा है? ना 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 ए रब्बा, हाय रब्बा। आप लोग नोवेल पढ़ते हैं क्या? ये देखिए, एक अच्छी नोवेल है, ट्रूथ अबाउट विमन। इसको पढ़िए, इसमें बड़ी अच्छी अच्छी बात लिखा है। सावन ओया बादल छाए, रिमझिम बरसे फूल खिले। द मिथ, वैनिटी, thy name is woman. Vanity, thy name is woman. The myth, women are always late because they are primping. We look in the mirror whenever we are near one. Bad hair can run our day. We start dyeing our hair when the first gray hair appears. Breaking a nail is major tragedy. We are never thin enough to please ourselves. We we obsess about our thighs, breasts, and stomachs. We worry that smiling creates wrinkles. These are the myths about the women. Who believes it? मतलब कौन कौन इसमें बिलीव करते हैं, सोचिए जरा। Exactly half of all the men in our prodigy poll buy into this one. Be the divorced or separated men believe it the most. About one in four women, 24% believes this myth, with single woman 25% believing it very slightly more than women who are married 23% or divorced or separated 22%. Nearly half of all men and women over 45 believe that women are vain. In the under 45 age group, that number drops to just 38%. The non-computer based local survey finds 2 out of 3 women saying they have heard that women are vain and therefore believes flattery more than men do. 2 out of 3 men agreed and think women care more about others' opinion of than men do. The interviews show about the same male-female split as our Prodigy poll. Female age 23. We are not vain. Just trying to look, just trying to look good for men, particularly black women, because it's hard for us to find a good mate. Male age 54. Men are equally vain. Everyone worries about how other people see us. Female age 21. When they are very young and very old, I think we care a lot about how others see us. Like when I was a teen, I worried about sweaters and fashion. But in between, who has time for vanity? These are some myths and the prodigy poll about the women. Male age 35. Women are probably more vain than men. Give a little more face time to the mirror. Female age 48. My husband's a plastic surgeon. He says men are as well as women, but they are not a nitpicking about every detail. Female age 30, hairdresser in my salon. Guess who looks in the mirror more? Men sneak look all the time. They think they are gorgeous. Women look at themselves because they don't think they are gorgeous. ओए रब्बा कहाँ गए सब लोग? Hey friends, where are you? Come and join me. The truth, true vanity concept, self glorification, and total involvement with our image to the exclusion of almost everything else is unusual. Someone who is so obsessive, compulsive, and narcissistic as to fit this definition of whale is also likely to have other relationship and job problems that probably require treatment. Hi friends, where are you involved in my life? Message me. How is weather there at your home, nearby your home? हाय रब्बा क्या होगा? कहाँ से हो आप? बताएं. हाय रब्बा क्या होगा क्या होगा? जन्म जन्म का साथ है निभाने को. 100 साल हमने जन्म लिए. जन्म जन्म तेरी आंखें शराबी कहीं मैं डूब न जाऊं. आनन बोदो अगर मस्त पूछो दिल का करना अगर मस्त पूछो दिल का करना लल्ला तरीका की शराफत में सारा कम ये सोने के साथ प्रेम के कम अंधी अकेले कंधी अकेले लिए चलो साथ होने दो पीढ़ी अभी दामत सोच तो कौन सी मूवी नई रिलीज हुई है देखा तो बहुत इमोशनल होते रो रही थी बताइए कोई कैसी मूवी है ताकि मैं भी एक दिन जाकर देख कर आऊं सावन आया सावन आने दो सावन गया सावन को जाने दो ऐ रब्बा रब्बा मेरे रब्बा है रब्बा है रब्बा ऐ रब्बा ऐ रब्बा ऐ रब्बा ऐ रब्बा Friends, the definition of force is that force produces acceleration in a body on which it acts. Then how this song can be correct? चोट लगी तुझको तो दर्द मुझे होता है चोट तुम्हें लगी तो दर्द मुझे क्यों होता है क्योंकि न्यूटन साहब कहते हैं कि फोर्स उसी बॉडी में एक्सेलरेशन प्रोड्यूस करेगा जिस पे वो लगेगा तो चोट तो आपको लगी तो दर्द आपको होना चाहिए then how is it possible that चोट लगी तुझको तो दर्द मुझे होता है it is not the mechanical matter it's the matter of feelings it's the matter of love and you know that feeling is far different than the physical change okay and the feelings are also very important for physical existence la 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 come on come on come on show me physical independence कैसे हैं आप कहाँ से देख रहे हैं बताइए शर्माइए मत बताइए आपके यहाँ बारिश हुई आज रिमझिम भी नहीं आया लाइव में न, 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 आप लोग जल चढ़ाए आज सावन की दूसरी सोमवारी है जल कब चढ़ेगी उधर वाली जो लोग जल लेने गए हैं मैडम से पूछा था शायद 23rd को बता रही थी पता नहीं नींद आ रही है truth about women fighting the 14 devastating myth that hold women back. Dr. Georgia Witkin, author of the Female Stress Syndrome. Dr. Georgia Witkin, author of the Female Stress Syndrome. कर न सके हम प्यार का सौदा समय ही कुछ ऐसी थी. The myth: women are not as sexual as men. The myth: women women would rather sob or sleep than make love. Women would rather sob or sleep than make love. Women act interested in sex for their partner's sake. Women usually fake orgasm. Women prefer cuddling to sex. Women usually disapprove of oral sex. Women don't masturbate. Sexual arousal takes much longer for a woman than a man. Older women would rather not be bothered. Younger women prefer less frequent sex than younger men. Women lose interest in sex by midlife. Women prefer men to initiate sex. Who believes it? You might not be surprised to learn that, according to our Prodigy poll, most of the men and women buying into this myth are married and over 45 years old. But the way it breaks down for men and women separately does not have some surprises. Among men, 1 in 4 married men, 1 in 5 divorced men, but only 1 in 6 single men thinks women are not very interested in sex. In occupation categories, 1 in 3 male machinists and laborers believes the myth, but only 1 in 5 men in sales, clerical positions, and services occupation touch. This may reflect either the daily contact with women customers and co-workers for men in sales, which gives them an opportunity to hear women talk, or perhaps the biases of the men who are more likely to choose employment as laborers, machinists, or handlers. Among men in the same occupation, it's very different picture. Women machinists, laborers, and handlers are the least likely to think women are not interested in sex. 91% said the statement is not true, and none of them said they were unsure. Widows, on the other hand, were the most likely of the female respondents to have answered unsure to the statement about women and sex predators. Divorced women were not unusual at all. In fact, 90% of the divorced or separated women said it's not true that women were less interested in sex than men. In general, only 9% of women said they think women have low sexual interest compared to almost 25% of all men in the poll. And although nearly three-quarters of all our survey participants, 73% reject the notion that women aren't that interested in sex. Women are more certain than men. 85% of the women and 67% of the men say it's not so. Our interviews with the non-computer based local surveys confirmed the Prodigy poll trend. 88% of the women, but only 50% of the men said women are not less interested in sex than men. And they added this information. Both women 68% and men 92% said they thought more men than women are interested in sex after age 60. But 60% of the women and 48% of the men said women make love with more passion than men. Here are some comments from survey participants. Female age 24. Women hold themselves back sexually so they don't overwhelm guys. Female age 22. Women are much more sexual than men because we are sensual too. Male age 57. Women are kidding themselves if they think men can stop thinking about sex all the time. Male age 34. I think women want sex to prove that men love to her not because it's fun. Male age 68. Women are talking about what men are really like sexually. I have never heard a man talk about what women are really like sexually. Men talk to men, so we know we are sexual. I don't know about women. Do women talk to women? Female age 45. Men think having an orgasm is having a sex. That's the difference. The secret of successful in the same-sex life is knowledge, particularly for women. Knowledge helps us understand ourselves sexually. It turns conclusion into curiosity and stop myths from becoming self-fulfilling prophecies. It helps. It helps us understand our sexual past. It helps us prepare for our sexual future and protect our health, and frankly, it's filled with good news. Those of us, those of us who have bought into the myth of women's sexuality can also buy out of it. Here is how we can develop sexual potential if we choose. Start with sensuality. Men are learning something women have known for a long time. If a couple start with sensuality, they usually end up with sex too. So, touch, hug, kiss, touch, hug, kiss is hello, hold hand in the movies, massage each other's back as you watch television, brush each other hair, pass the soap, and for the rest, create the opportunity and safety. And when it does, protect yourself and your partner from all sexually transmitted disease. Very good. Talk together. I recommend a 10-minute bare minimum at night. That means hand in hand, face to face talk. Then 1994 Paradise survey found that 3 out of 4 men, 74% now, say it's easy to talk about sex. What feels good? What feels bad? About 70% of women say the same. This is important news for both sexes. Most of us make love at night, even though we know it may not be the best time. We tend to be stressed, exhausted, distracted, worried, and about children staying in bed or full from dinner or snacks. Try morning sex. Most of us make love at night, even though we know it may not be the best time. We tend to be stressed, exhausted, distracted, worried about children staying in bed or full from the dinner or snacks. Experts recommend that we consider making love in the morning because we are rested. Daily life has not in- intruded yet. Our body temperature climbs in the morning and makes us feel relaxed. And men often experience morning arousal, which we can use to our advantage. By the way, that arousal has to do with the sleep cycle and hormonal pattern, not full bladders. Women say they like the closeness they feel after spending the night with bodies touching. So you may want to put some breath spray next to the bed, set the alarm a bit earlier tomorrow, or send the children to their grandparent this weekend and try some morning love. Mhm. Give yourself permission. If our mother, father, or husbands will not grant us permission to be sexual, we can grant ourselves that permission. Women of all ages are sexual and can be comfortable with that fact. Comfort can lead to the relaxation and guilt-free pleasure, which mean a fuller sex life, more frequent orgasm, and better relationship with the mate. Sometimes realizing that the normal to be sexual enough. to release a woman's sexual responses, but sometimes it's not. If you find that your erection is infrequent or inhibited, orgasm is difficult in intercourse is uncomfortable, or your satisfaction is low, please consider sex therapy alone or with your mate. Think of the benefits. Passion can give us a cardiovascular workout comparable to that from light jogging, can reduce stress symptoms by stimulating the body to produce a natural tranquilizer called cyto- cytocin. There is even evidence that sexual arousal can ease the pain of arthritis and some allergies by increasing our production of cortisol. Sex also stimulates neurotransmitters that act as natural antidepressants and allergics and stimulate help prevent migraines, renews intimacy, expresses love, and it neither fattening nor expensive. So love making not only feel good, safe sex can be good for you too. Make a date. The real enemy of lovemaking isn't the massive passes of time. It's the lack of time. So make time. After all, be plan for men's work, dental visit, errands, and television program. When we are single, we set aside time for meeting men, and when we are married, we set aside time for dinner guests. Now set aside time for pleasure. Time is particularly important for women because our definition of great sex is usually not instant physical arousal, overpowering handshakes, or a rush to end of experience. We usually want more than an orgasm. We want love making that makes some lingering, laughing, and luscious sensuality. How do sex and love making differ? Sex is driven by the heat of passion, but love making creates the heat of passion. Mm, how the sex and love making differ? Sex is driven by the heat of passion. Sex is driven by heat of passion, but the heat of passion. But love making creates the heat of passion. Sex is driven by heat of passion, the heat of but love making creates heat of passion. It doesn't rush towards orgasm. Love making reluctantly ends with orgasm. Love making takes time to learn and linger. Love making is not more of leftover time. Practice making time and taking time for pleasure. कर न सके हैं प्यार का सौदा नहीं पिछड़ा चलो चलो चलते हैं कल को बाय।